Hello, welcome back to DreamsZones. Today I show you guys the weathering repaints and some minor modification of G-01 HAIKU, aka the Age of Extinction Drift. In this video, I'll mainly show you my weathering repaint and the minor modifications of the hair sculpt, and also adding my 3D printed logo, custom printed decals. But last but not least, I will also show you my new skill that I learned from other creators, how to edit the UV resins to make the logo even more pop. Before everything begins, if you are new in DreamsZones, just make sure you subscribe to this channel and don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss the coming soon video. This will do a big help for my channels. I will keep continue to create more contents in the futures. And please follow my Instagram too. You will see some new activity about DreamsZones, and also I will share some news about arriving new toys. Alright, without further ado, let us begin. Overall, I love this figure, especially on the hair sculpt. But again, compared to the concept art, the paint job is a little bit off. I will do some touch up on this. Moreover, I'm not so happy on this two section. I think it's just a bit too thick. I will need to make it thinner. First, I need to disassemble it. Simply remove the screw at the back of the head. After that, the whole head will come apart. And this is the sections I need to work on. The tool I use is the flat needle file. You guys can easily get it in the model shop or even the hardware shop. I simply file it is about 45 degrees. I just wanted to make it look thinner. Just make sure you don't overdo and damage the whole sections. And this is how it looks. I think that should do. Here is the compare with the other side. As you can see, they look a lot thinner now. And next, I also need to working on the upper side section to make it look more consistent. After that, you will clearly see there is a slightly angle on the edge of these sections. When I line up the side panel together, as we see, it dropped down a lot more naturally. And also on the top of the armor, I think this section is just a bit too square and thick. I will sanding it, make it more rounded and looks thin. I simply work on the corner part, make sure they go round and smooth. When you done it, this is how it looks like. All I need to do is just repaint it, and it definitely looks better. And next, I need to work on the ball joint sections on the neck part. Because this center part is just too thick, it's limited the side tilting of the hair sculpt. What I need to do is simply cut away some pieces on these sections to make it more room. After this, we immediately will see the side tilting is a lot better. Luckily, under the ball joint sections, it's quite thick, so we're able to cut away some pieces without affecting the figure at all. After doing this, the hair sculpt will have a better motion on the side tilting. Although this figure done a very good paint job, but again, it's not so accurate compared to the research I got, especially on the hair sculpt. To make it perfect, I need to work on that. Because I want to keep the original gold color on the hair sculpt, so I try to remove the dark color simply using this strong and cheap thinner. I got it from the local hardware shop. You might also seen it before. I use it to remove the paint for other figures. So far this time it is not disappointing me. The dark color has been removed completely and without damage the gold color. And next I'm gonna use the same method to remove some color on different sections as well. When it's done, I'm ready to repaint based on the research I got. As usual, I will use the model color again for these figures. First, I use a strong mixed black color to cover some sections. And I also do a light mix of black color for the wash to enhance all panel lines on the face sculpt. After it's done, I simply use the cotton bar, touch some water and clean it up. After the wash, as we see, all the motor detail on the face sculpt is appear more clearly. And next, I use the black color and blue color mixed with the silver color to create a dark matter blue. Try to mix it as close as possible to match with the color on the original hair sculpt and body, and start touching up the section that we need. On this section, the color is supposed to be thin and straight. Maybe the brush is just too thick for these sections, but no worry, paint it on first, and after then, you can use a toothpick to scratch away and touching up, like how I did, and it works every time. And next, I mix with gold, white and some orange color to create the gold that's just as close as possible with the armor. After that, I use the same dark mix metal blue to highlight these sections according to the original design. After the touch-up, as we see, the front sections it looks a lot more accurate. I'm happy with the result. And next, I'm gonna work on the side sections as well. As we see, on the front side, we can see a molten line painted in gold all the way to the back sections. First, I will need to mask it and spread this section with the Tamiya TS21 gold. Now we see the gold actually from the front all the way to the back. In order to get the consistency, on the whole back section I spread with the same gold color. But this time, I'm gonna use the thinner to wash away the gold on some sections. And I use a silver and blue color to mix a light metal blue to do some highlight on the motor detail. And I use a light mix black color to do a wash, create a weathering effect. After the repaint, I really like the result. Only thing is, it's a bit too flat. I will spray some clear coat to make it more shiny. After the clear coat, I just realized on the lower of the side skirt, it's supposed to have a gold line. So I will need to mask it and repaint again on these sections. Luckily, it's just a small sections. After that, it looks a lot better. But surprisingly, I don't know why, after I spray a clear coat, on the face sculpt, the gold color has changed. Maybe a chemical reaction, I don't know. I quite like the overall result. Now it definitely looks closer to the CGI design. And next, I simply use the light mix of black color to do a dirty wash. And after that, I simply use an unwanted towel, touch some water, and simply wipe away all extra. Just make sure you don't overdo it. The leftover will make it look like oil stain that naturally sit on all the different panels. And next, we all know Drift actually come with the Bugatti logo as a belt buckles. I actually created and 3D printed a Bugatti logo especially for these figures. The good news is the STL file is actually available for free download, so make sure you check out the description area for the download links. Because the logo actually is tiny detail, I would suggest that you use the resin type 3D printer, and the material I selected is a high density resin. But still, you need to be careful when you remove the support just in case the logo breaks apart. I carefully sanded the side that I need to stick on the figures, and then place a drop of super glue. If too much, you can always remove it by using a tissue paper. And carefully line up and place the logo into the buckle sections. Just need to make sure you angle up correctly before it dries, or not you will not able to remove it. And last but not least, I file it to make it smooth and also make sure the logo is not too thick that affected the transformations. After all done, we have a good test. When folding these sections, as you see the logo actually go in smoothly. That means it's all good to go. I found this chrome marker pen on internet and the review was not bad, so I just bought it and give a try. But to use it, you have to be careful. You need to do it all in one go. If you're doing a layer and after another layer on top, the chrome will look messy. Another thing is, just make sure you don't touch it before it dries, and it will definitely leave a mark on that. The finishing, it looks fantastic, but unfortunately, after a couple of days I touch it, my fingerprint actually ruined it. So I'm not sure am I used it wrongly, or maybe if you guys got better ideas or different chrome marker can recommend it, please leave the comments below and let me know. And after that, I continue doing a dirty wash with different sections. On this part, it's supposed to be a rubber tire, so I paint these sections with the matte black color. I actually feel the chest molding line is just too light, so I use this MetaGate carving knife, follow the panel line to create a sharper line on the chest sections. To do this is actually harder than I expected. You can see, while doing the line, I actually scratched it on the side as well. It looked pretty messy right now. But luckily, I will do a better damaged version on these figures. Hopefully, after the reddening repaint, it helped to cover it. First, I use a strong black color mix to cover all the panel line and some gap. After it's dry, I use the medium wet towel and cotton bar doing the cleanup. After the dark wash, the panel line on the chest sections is definitely improved and I'm happy with the result. And next, come to the dry brushings. I'm using silver color with a hard brush, lightly brush the whole figure, especially on all corner part. Compared to my previously figure weathering, I want to do this different. Based on the CGI image, we can see it looks like all metal part is just slightly scratched instead of a big chunk of damaging. Therefore, I want to create like a fine scratching effect. To enhance as a realistic metal materials, I use the silver color to finally touch up all the edge. I use a toothpick to scrub away some paint, make it look more realistic. And also, I use a paper clip with a silver color and scratch it to the sharp corner area. The result will be better than using paintbrush. I use a cotton bar with some water to clean away some overly dry brushed area. On the shoulder sections, it can be removed, so it's a lot more easy to take it out and do it closely with it. When it's done, this is the weathering effect that I'm looking for. It looks good. And next, I'm gonna spray with a clear coat that will make it more pop. And here's the result. With the clear coat, the colors definitely looks more sharper on this. And I'm really happy with how it looks, because on the chest and the thigh it's not able to remove. I will have to do the clear coat with the paintbrush. The clear coat I use is a Tamiya TS13, so I basically spray it into the cap like so and paint it using a paintbrush. And surprisingly, as soon as I paint on the figure, the blue color got affected. It actually appeared more purples and metallics, but I do believe they are not come from a silver color from the weathering. This accidentally affected color, I actually really like it. It looks amazing. While we're waiting the clear coat to dry, here I have my custom printed decals paper with the Bugatti logo and the tail light that I created from an illustrator. As we see, there is a lot of size. Actually, I don't know which size is the best for it, so I print the multiple size in order I can get the right one. Yes, another good news is I have saved it in the PDF format that you can download in the description below. If you don't know how to do it, it's the time to check out my previous videos. Crazy makeover of Blitzwing. See? Good thing must be shared. Make sure you like and share this video to all friends. Alright, let's get back to the process. The Bugatti logo actually printed on transparent decals paper, so I will need to carefully trim the corner as close as possible and fit to the section. Check out, is that the right size? Next, I cut a small piece of kitchen foil sticker to cover these sections, and I cut away the head of cotton bar using the soft advantage to press the kitchen foil as smooth as possible to that sections. And last but not least, we trim away all excess with the cutter. And again, we use the same cotton bar to press all the corner, make sure it covers whole section nice and firm. This is how it looks like. And next, we are ready to apply the decals to these sections. After soaking the decals to the water, carefully place it in the positions. Just make sure you don't push it too hard or you might scratch the printed decals outward. Until you're satisfied with the positions, get rid of all the excess water with the cotton bar and double check. Make sure it's completely dry. Let's go for the next move. And next, I use a black color permanent marker pen. Carefully draw the shape cover outside of the logo like so. That is the reason why I printed the logo in the clear color decals paper, so the silver color will shine through the logo. Here I got is a clear color UV resin that I bought online. Let me show you how to use it. Make sure you give a good shake before you use it. I use a toothpick to pick up the resin. For this, we don't need too much. A simply half drop of the resin will do the job. After then, just like me, carefully tap on the logo. If you feel not enough, you can always add more. I will try to keep it in one take so you can see clearly how I did it. All you need is just a patience. You need to carefully place the resin like an oval shape, just like a logo. The good news is because this is not super glue, you can take your time to do so. If you accidentally overdo it, you can always use the cotton bar to remove all the resin and start again. Okay, when it's ready, you can use any of the UV torch. The one I use is actually from the UV glue. If it doesn't have either both, just bring it outside under the sunlight for 1 minute. It will do the same, and the finishing result is amazing. And next, we're gonna do the tail light with the same concept. Again, I have printed the multiple size tail light. Here we see which one is suitable. And then we do the same process, just like how we do to the Bugatti logo to the tail light sections. Not only the tail light, and also there is a logo section at the front hood. Don't miss it. Because there is a curve on the tail light sections, that's why I use the Mr. Mark softer, make sure the decals can sit better on place. After it dry, now we can use the black color permanent marker pen to touch up all the corner. And after that, we can apply the UV resin. Because the logo in this section is even smaller, so I better use the pen to do the job instead of the toothpick. After it's dry, it looks fantastic. It's actually better than the chest section we did before. And next, we do the same on the tail light. After adding the clear resins, it looked like a piece of glass covered the sections. It looks more realistic. I'm so happy with the result. Last but not least, I'm touching up all the necessary parts and also the mist painting sections. On the weapon part, I simply use the gold color marker pen to do the job. In order to get the perfections, on the vehicle there are also multiple parts that need to be simply touched up. After that, you will see, a simply retouch, the vehicle mode look even better. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the G-01 HAIKU, aka the Transformer movie Age of Extinction Drift, repaint and modification complete. Right, let's do a quick review. After the modifications, now the neck joint can easily do a better range of side tilting. Adding a layer of UV resin makes the logo even look more realistic. I really like the final result. Yes, at the end, I just simply use the silver color to cover the logo. To use the chrome marker pen, the finished result is look good, but waiting for it dry is really pain in the butt. I also love the minor weathering, especially applying the layer of glossy finish. Make it look more like a metal, and it looks more realistic on the board mode. The dirty wash will really bring this section to life. The final result, with all the paint left on it, it just looks naturally oil stained, just like what we see in the vehicle engine part. Last but not least, on this figure, there are actually a lot more to detail. A simple paint job will definitely bring this figure to the next level. Adding the clear color UV resin on the vehicle mode Bugatti logos and the tail light. As you can see, on different angles, you will see a light source go through the tail light. It actually makes it more realistic. Alright, here's a wrap. Thanks again for staying until now. If you have any question, please leave the comments below and let me know. I will get back to you soon as I can. And please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you won't miss the coming soon videos. I'll see you soon.